thoughts, guys. Hope everyone is good. Just before we get into this really quickly, genuinely from the bottom of my heart, thank you to everyone that subscribed, anyone that supported, anyone that liked, anyone that just watched. Every single one of you is greatly appreciated. And yeah, to get to 1,000 in just less than a year is something I genuinely didn't expect. I aimed for 5,200. So yeah, let's keep it up. Why stop now, right? Got a lot of stuff coming up and I can't wait. But thank you to every single person, including the people like Joe and Jer for getting me on their shows and getting my name out there. I genuinely appreciate it. Top fan base, honestly. Let's get into it. So, going into pre-season. So the next few days and weeks, what am I going to do? What video am I going to do? Right. The first one, of course, we're going to start with is a Fark profile. Of course, the second he gets announced, we're going to do more of a profile of him, how he will work at Leeds, if he'll work at Leeds. You know, all good stuff about Daniel Fark and the season, going into the season with Daniel Fark, what to expect. We've already got a tactics video on Daniel Fark, so if you guys haven't checked that out, go check it out. I'll put it in the description. So that is the first thing that's coming up, a Fark profile. After that, best believe we'll be doing all sorts of transfer videos. Any credible transfer link where it looks like a player is close, or a credible source is saying it's really likely, or the player is signed. Either one, we're going to do a transfer breakdown, a player profile on that player. Who are they? Again, how they'll work for Leeds. Will they fit the system? What role they could play, etc., etc. They'll be coming up in drones. Every credible and close link we have, not just any nilly-dilly, but any credible ones. And then one I want to get into is a player season predictions. So last year we did it. We did surprise package. We did most improved. We did player of the season. We did top goal scorer. So, wild card. We did all these kind of awards for the end of the season, predictions, and we're going to do them again. So that video's coming up, and I can't wait for that one. That one's going to be really good. That's going to be once the transfer window is almost closed and we've done our business. We know the squad. We'll go through each player based on preseason and our own opinions on who we'll think do what during the season. Top goal scorer, all that stuff. Top assists, even everything. Right, we'll do it. So that's going to be one. And news reactions. Look, any news I want to talk about, anything that tickles my fancy, I'll be talking about it. Anything to do with Leeds that I find interesting or I think I know a little bit about potentially, I'll do a video on it. And a big one is on the player transfers. I want to do a Fark recruitment video. So any player that I think Leeds should sign based on, or could sign based on Daniel Fark. Now we know the manager. I've already done a video on the player profiles, right, of the players I want, the long list, but we're going to shorten it down and create a different list as well based on players I think we could get and should get. Now we have Daniel Fark as our new manager when that is announced. So that will be coming up, and it'll probably be 5 to 10 players I think Leeds should sign. So they'll be coming up. All that coming up pre-season, as well as, I don't know, hopefully maybe more lives of other guys because they're really fun. So get on those chat shows and have discussions. Just anything we're doing, just keep it up, keep the momentum. It's going to be a good pre-season. I can't wait. Of course, we'll be reacting to pre-season games as well, giving my thoughts on those. Everything. It's going to be good. I can't wait. It's going to be good. Let's get on to the season, though. So during the season, and I just got darker there because I just found this picture. It's there. Is what it is. During the season, again, I'll be sticking with the format is going to change a little bit, but we'll be sticking with previews and reactions. However, what we're going to do is we're going to do the previews as normal. Who's the opponent, what's their weaknesses, what's their strengths, who we need to look out for, how we can beat them, will we beat them, usual stuff. Obviously, reacting to the press conferences will be part of that preview. Reactions again. So what I'm going to do is, if it's a 2-game week and I'm busy with uni or work, I will do the 2 games in one reaction. That makes sense. So I'll do like a week review. If there's 2 games in 1 week and I have work. If I'm fine, I'll do it normal, do it after the game. If I'm busy and it's a 2-game week, I will be doing them once a week, right? So I'll do 2 games in 1 week, if that makes sense. That's the plan. Hopefully, I'll have time to do twice a week, but that's the plan. Although I'll be doing a preview for each game anyway. Don't worry about that. Tactical breakdowns and player and team breakdowns. So what I did last year, I did a few tactical breakdowns. But now, I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm actually going to do individual player breakdowns as well. I'm going to talk about individual players more. Go more into depth as to if there's a misconception. Maybe if everyone thought a player played bad, I'll try and use my own guess, skills from what I've learned working in my profession, and talk about whether I thought the player actually played bad or well. If there's a strength in the team, we'll talk about it. We'll do a breakdown onto why that's a good thing for us. Potential weaknesses, we'll talk about it. We'll do an entire tactic breakdown. And what I'll ask for as well, if you guys, a few did last year, if there's any tactic breakdown you want me to do on any player, on how they're doing, if they're performing well, on a certain area of the pitch defense, let me know in the comments each week, and I'll promise the one that I see, I will do one. So I'll do them as well, but if you want to like review one striker, how's he doing tactically? Is it working for him? A central midfielder, anything, let me know, and I'll do a player breakdown on that. That's going to be good. I'm looking forward to that. I want to be more interactive. I want to do more stuff with you guys. You know what I mean? Player of the week and the month. This is a new one for me. So what I'm going to do at the end of each week or month, I've not decided yet. I'm going to do a player of the week. A player in that week. It might be one game. It might be two. Maybe we should do it every month. There's more games. Do you know what I mean? But week or month, let me know what do you think, a week or a month. But what we're going to do is we're going to choose and decide. I'll do my own, and I'll ask you guys who you guys think it was, and then we'll talk about the both of them. We'll talk about why we thought it was, why I thought there was a player of the week, why I thought the player of the month, what they did well in the system, how they're growing in the system. Yeah, individual players is something I'm more interested in this season. Going through the squad and talking about the players. There's a lot of interesting young players in there as well that are growing. I want to do their journey as well. Hence the Youth on Loan Watch, which will be a section of probably the week breakdowns. If Darko JB has a good game, best believe we'll do a player breakdown on him, stuff like that. The player of the week thing is something that I want to do. I don't see anyone doing it, so I think it's a new little thing we could do, and then we could tally each week. We can do player of the week. We could do least, what's the word? I don't say worse. That's a bit harsh. Most inconsistent player of the week, so a player that didn't perform as well as they could. We can do anyone's concerned about a player. We can talk about them. I want to do a player designated section at the end of each week where we do different categories and talk about different players in that category. But the consistent will be the player of the week. There will be a best player of the week, player of the match, man of the match, whatever you want to call it, each week from you guys and from mine, and then we'll combine the two. I think that's I think it's interactive. I think it's a different angle. I don't think many people are doing stuff like that. And then we can tot it up each week, and at the end of the day, we'll have a nice spreadsheet. And we'll be able to talk about who was the best player. I think that's good. A little section on player of the week, player of the month. Yeah. And then Youth Loan Watch, I already quickly discussed. Players on loan, I'm going to do a little section, maybe a little video as well, if anyone's interested in that. Some might. Won't be long, just talking about loan watchers, how they got on this year. We might do an entire video based on a youth player, so maybe Darko JB or Archie Gray, someone that's coming through. How are they doing? How's their progression and development going? Little videos like that. So yeah. So that's it. So it's going to be like last year, but more structured and more. I'll try to structure it better because I'll have work to do as well. I'll try to structure it around that. But a big one for me is I want to do the tactical breakdowns and obviously the reactions to games. People like the reactions, talking about what happened in the game. I'm thinking about doing lives, but I'm not sure yet, and we'll see. Maybe grow a little bit more before that. I really want to do the player of the week or the player of the month stuff, where we can have a real chat about players who we thought was the best that game week, who we thought didn't quite have a good game week, and we'll talk about why. I think that's really good and enjoyable. More of a player-based approach, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's what we're going to do. I appreciate everyone who supported. Let me know what you guys think. Literally anyone got any more suggestions, please let me know in the comments, because I'm open to do what is something a bit different. So let me know. But yeah, I appreciate everyone, and